You guys hear me? Hi guys, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Tommy, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Hi Famer, hi Daniel, hi Jack. How are you, man? Hi Todd. Hi Juan. Juan Carlos what? Oh, it's moving. Juan Carlos Granados. Oh, hi Mark. Is it in the morning or in the afternoon, Mark? Hi Daniel. Okay. Hi Matt. Okay, cool. Jack Collins. I miss you, man. How are you doing? Is everything okay back home? Hi, William Conway. William, where are you from, William? Okay, you gotta get this chat thing going. This is like not happening. Why is it not happening? Hi, cat. Meow. So it's oh, okay, Mark. So it's the top of the morning to you. Rockville. All right. Forgive me. What is MD? What does MD stands for? Well, I'm okay, Jack. I think I have a touch of a flu. Many things has transpired last few days. I want to first of all thank you guys for some of you guys who kind of replied to that post that I put on the community page about me taking some time off. Yeah, and thank you for your concern. Nothing serious, there's nothing major going on. It's just that my air conditioning in the whole house broke down. The compressor broke down, so we had to get a new system going, and it took us about a week to get the guys to come in and install it, and they actually came in and installed it yesterday. That was on Tuesday, and just for that whole duration of a week plus, we've been sleeping without the air conditioning. We've been sleeping with air conditioning for the longest time. So, not being able to sleep with the air conditioning, it's a struggle, I guess, for me, because I'm so used to it. I can sleep without air conditioning, but I had to be conditioned, pardon the pun, to do so. For the past 10 days, I wasn't having really good sleep. So the concentration is not there, and to top it off, my Apollo Twin, this universal audio interface that I have, I went to update the software, and in the aftermath of the update, I lost all my plugins. So yeah, don't ask me how it happened. It happened. So I had to get kind of like fiddle this thing and try to figure it out. I got it sorted out, thank God. So yeah, so it's nice. So I'm back in business again. Interface is working, the plugins are there, so I can continue doing my work. And good timing too, because I have a session tomorrow I need to do and record some guitars, and of course to continue with the reviews. And also, I think during the 10 days, I just wanted to spend some time, just collecting my thoughts and going on my bicycle trip. So on Monday, I did a ride with my friend Anthony, who plays the keyboard in my live stream in the tour. We went for 62 km. He did 47. Because he joined me halfway, but I did 62 km. So it was good. It was a long time. I used to do 62, 65, 70 km twice a week, but I haven't been doing so for the longest time. So it's great to be doing that distance again. Yeah. It's some sort of achievement. Yeah, so that's me. That's what's been happening to me. So I want to thank you guys for showing concern. Thank you so much. Hi, Andrew. You cannot imagine sleeping without aircon in Singapore of all places. Oh yeah, I'm yeah famer, but the most of the bulk of the guitars are here, so this place is uh, yeah you know I unless I leave it vacant for a period of time, then it's bad for the guitars because you can get pretty hot in this room. So when I'm working or when I'm doing my YouTube videos and stuff like that, it's quite cool because the air conditioning is running. You can hear it in the background. You know, if you have dehumidifier and some fans, that will help a lot. Oh yeah, sure. But um, without the air conditioning, it doesn't really help because you need to open up the windows and whatever dehumidifier you deploy will not be of use because Singapore is really humid. Right? Like I said, I can sleep without air conditioning. You know, I used to sleep without air conditioning. I used to sleep with just a fan, but I have to be conditioned to do that. You know, and if I were to like make a decision, no more air conditioning in this house, fine. I think within 2 weeks, you know, I'll get used to it. You know. Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like a, a a good time out when you're cycling like long distances, like 60 km, 70 km. For me, not like you, Famer. 100 km is quite a lot. I actually did once. I did it once, and my ass. Oh man, my ass hurt. 100 km is no joke. So it's always good to take some time out and to collect your thoughts and think about things that you're gonna plan. You know, you have to plan about doing things like when I go for a real long ride. 2 years ago when I first started this channel, you know, the long rides really hard because I kind of like had time to myself to plan what's the next video is gonna be, what sort of new content am I gonna prepare for. But as the channel gained momentum, you know, I don't have to do a lot of planning anymore because the guitars just kept coming in, you know, for review. So that you know takes up a whole lot of time. But I would like to do some new stuff, you know, mini lessons and stuff like that, you know, and covers. You know, I miss doing the covers. You know, I was in the midst of doing two covers, but it got sidelined because of things that happened. You know, and next week I'm doing a live stream concert again. So yeah, so that will take up like 2 or 3 days of my time. Yep. So that's what's gonna happen. And I have a touch of flu. You know, I guess it's because of the new air conditioning. Because they installed it yesterday. I slept I slept in the room this morning, and it's really cold. It's a brand new air conditioning, so it's really cold, and I think I caught a chill, you know, somehow. Oh, Famer, no. I don't think it's gonna happen in Singapore because the heat is not that bad, and it's wet heat in a way. You know, if you understand, it's very humid here, so you know it's not so bad. Yeah, but if you're talking about Arizona, then you know that's something else. John is too. I done mountain biking myself, John, but as I got older, I realized that having there was you bet. I will never go mountain biking. It's bad for the wrist. It's bad for your collarbone because you'll fall a lot. It's bad for your knees and especially the wrists and your fingers. No, I don't. I want to play guitar. I want to keep on playing guitar. For me, going on road cycling with my road bike, you know, that's already dangerous enough. So that's the reason why I ride really like in the dead of night or in the dead of early morning, like 1 a.m. You know, that's the best time for me because there's less traffic, less cars. Yep. Oh, really? Hmm. Well, that's because you're in a dry place, you know, in a dry country. Unless you're in Taiwan, then that would be like really interesting. Taiwan and Singapore is about the same. You know, it's really humid. Yeah. So how have you guys been, everyone? Have you guys been okay? Cats, are you out of the woods yet with the fire? Is the fire still raging? Oh, now I remember what started this whole thing with my Apollo Twin giving me problems. Was because of this duet program that I have on my iPad. Well, basically this is my iPad, and I'm actually having I have a program, or rather a plugin that runs an app that runs on an iPad that makes this a secondary monitor for the Mac Mini, and it was wonky. It was not operating the way that it was, so I had to kind of like update the app. And in the course of updating this app and updating the app in the iMac Mini itself, I went to update the app in the Apollo Twin, and that's how this whole problem started. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, what the old timers always used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know, so you go. Oh, William, you just bought a ESP LTD ES 1000. Wow. That's nice. Famer, you bought a new Fender Tele secondhand. You guys are all like on a shopping spree, aren't you? And Mark, new fires bringing out the best one. Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, bringing out the best ones in California. It's bad. I cracked all my right side ribs last year mountain biking. Couldn't move for a month. That's what I meant. Famer, how's my week been? I just told you. Yeah, I just told you. I noodle while I see Abrams. I thought you'd be playing the fiddle. Just like Nero. Hey, Louis Figura. Thoughts on the Fender Original 50 Strats, worth the money? Well, yeah, it's worth the money, definitely, but depending on how much you're going to pay for it. If I were you, I would get the ones that I made in Japan, you know. Nice. This is my white ones. Same 50s traditional Strat. Except maybe the pickups are a bit different, yeah. So, but hey, you can always swap pickups, you know, and good replica, nice. It's such a good replica. It even comes down to the neck when there's no truss rod. You gotta take out. There's no truss rod opening on the headstock. You gotta take out the whole neck to adjust the truss rod. You know, it's so detailed, but it plays like a dream. 7.25 fret radius. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if it's not way over your budget, then it's good. I think it's a good guitar to buy. Yeah. In fact, I was thinking like the other day that everyone should own a 50 Strat. Yeah, it's a iconic guitar to own, an iconic guitar to play on. So yeah, that's my thought anyway. Jonesu, regarding the Vega Tram I've got, would you say it would fit the Ocean Turquoise Fusion 2 that you? Yeah, yes, it will. It will. But is there a need to? That's the thing. If there's no need to do it, then because that Wilkinson bridge on that model works fine. It works fine. I'm not complaining with that tremolo system at all. Like I said, the reason why I changed the tremolo on the Fusion HHT is because of the cavity size. It's just too narrow. Night Mission. Wow, that sounds interesting. First time catching you live. Hello. Thank you. I just saw a documentary about the Lancaster bombers in World War II and how the British air squadron would send these bombers out to bomb Germany in the dead of night. Yeah, Night Mission. Oh, sure thing. Hi, Patrick James Worrell. Where are you from, Patrick? Oh, that's nice of you, Jack. Have you got all your roof and stuff like that, you know, settled, Jack? Everything at home okay? Alan, you're here. Good. Welcome. Oh, really? Oh, man. Right. I also, incidentally, I also saw another documentary about the B-17. Um, what's that? The 8th Air Force, right? The 8th, they call it? Yeah. So about the B-17 bomber. I'm a bomber. I'm a bomber enthusiast. Basically, I'm a World War II enthusiast. I like all stuff. I went to Arizona like a couple of years back in Tucson, and they have this big graveyard. You guys will probably know, where they kept all the old planes. And I spent the whole day there, and I was like looking up and down, going to the exhibit, looking at the Spitfires, the Hurricanes, the P-41s. Looking at the B-17, the B-27, and some of the modern stuff. It was like, whoa. Yeah, it's just so much fun for me on that day. Took a whole lot of photos anyway. Took a lot of pictures. Okay, it's good. It's good to hear, Jack. Yes, I have a touch of flu though. But nothing serious. Fight puddle. Yeah. I saw this in this place from this clothing store from Japan called Uniqlo. I'm sure you have one of those where you're from. Oh, it's a big chain, a clothing chain store, and they sell beautiful stuff. And I saw this T-shirt, and I bought one for my son Luke, who loves Marvel, and I bought one for myself. Hey Jack, I repaired everything. Cost me 3 guitars, but yeah, I know. Yeah. It's the way it is. So, like, that the whole system that I just installed yesterday for the air conditioning, that cost me a pretty sum too. Yeah. Maybe 2 G&Ls. And not the trivial, the G&L fullertons. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So, Matt, I'm sure you answered this in the past, so I might have missed it. What gauge of strings do you use? Different gauge on different guitars? I'm mainly curious what you have on command sheet. I use 010. Just 010s. And on my acoustic, I'm now transiting myself from 12s to 13. But I may just go back to 12 again if I find it really uncomfortable. But I just find that the 13s sound really good on the D35s. But it sounds really good on my Taylor 512. So I may be switching back and forth for acoustic. But for the electric, I'm just sticking to 010s. It works for me, yeah. Hard to imagine flying low and fast by night. Oh yeah. What's that? What's that word that the pilots always use? When you fly to the contour of the land. What's that? What's the term that they use? Any pilots out there? You guys will probably know. You know what I mean? All in the military, where the helicopters would just fly according to the contour of the land, and that's that's life changing. Hello, Orient. How are you? Albert, yes. How are you? Another sleepless night, huh? Go figure. Terrain hugging? No, there is a military term for that. I forgot what the term is. It's not terrain hug. Nape of Earth. That's right. NOE. Yeah, that's the term. Thank you, Mark. What is this? Patrick. Oh, you live in Wales, but come from London. I bought a Harley Benton Black Flame after watching your preview. Okay. Are you liking it, Patrick? Are you using it, and is there second thoughts? Mike, on the D18, yeah, I love the D18. I spoke to someone recently, and I was telling him that, oh yeah, this engineer friend of mine, Jovi, Jovi is a great engineer who's based in Beijing. He studied in MI, which is Musician Institute in LA. But he's great. He's a great brother of mine, and we sometimes we call each other up and we just talk about stuff, about sound, about mixing, about engineering, about guitars. So I was talking to him about D18s, and he was saying that he loves the D28s because the D28 somehow would sit really good in the mix. But I told him that my preference is the D35 and the D18s, and he goes like, okay, because he told me that the D35 sounded really good, just the guitar, like maybe a vocal and a guitar or two with D35s. It sounds really great because it's beautiful, but in a mix context, like with drums and stuff, other stuff going, he would prefer the D28. He felt that the D28 sits better. But I have asked him, I said, have you tried the D18s yet? And he said no. So he haven't tried recording on the D18s. And he told me about a couple of microphones that he used that he liked. Some from AKG. I forgot what he told me. C40, C51 or something like that. C451 or something like that. And yeah, he was asking me to try it. It's like a pencil mic with a large cardioid. Yeah. So yeah, I'm actually using one for my vocals right now, and I don't know. Maybe I'll try to get my hands on one. Yeah, so I like the D18s. Yeah, I love it. In fact, to tell you the truth, I actually am still in love with the D18 Modern Deluxe that I reviewed. Yeah, that kind of like stick really close to my memory because it's such a great experience playing it. You know. La Chancla, hi, how are you? Night Mission, I did put a Goto 51 Ultra in my Fusion 2, and I absolutely love the resonance and sustain. Great, yeah. So whatever works, man. I mean, one, you, okay, I'm glad you can hear me. Thank you. Whatever works, like I said, Night Mission, because you don't have to change anything just for the sake of changing it. If it, like I said it before, the old timers we used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if it's not, if it sounds great, don't bother to change it. Hi, Omar Shubasa. Where are you from, Omar? Hello, John. I'm new to your channel and playing guitar in general and randomly found. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to this live stream because we have a bunch of great fellas here. They're always so helpful and yeah, they're always willing to help. Yeah. So, okay. Just a reminder that you have a super chat and a super sticker. So if you want to buy me coffee, or yeah, you can always hit that and buy me a coffee. It's also to help the channel out. Yeah, little things like lights and strings and stuff like that. So every little bit helps. What? File putter. In your opinion, which Telecaster style guitar is the best buy under £500 or a bit more? If you can still find some of the Squier, the Fender Squiers, there are just some nice Fender Squier Telecaster. I was fortunate or blessed enough to procure one, which is called the modified Telecaster, which is a great guitar, But you can look around. I would go for a Squier, maybe the higher end Squier, or maybe a tribute ASAT from G&L. Yeah, those are really nice. Yeah, I guess maybe you should take a look at the ASAT too. Yeah, the G&L tribute. Patrick, what would you say? But it's good. You need some time to set up. Oh, okay. So about the CST, all right. Okay. Nice. Night Mission was a P38 Lightning. Ooh, that's nice. P38. I remember fixing one up in Affix. One of those for you Englanders. You probably know what Affix is. And yeah, I have a story to tell, but my dad bought one for me, and yeah, I kind of liked it. That's a nice fighter plane. Thank you, Night Mission, for the coffee. And shake off the air conditioner chill. Which reminds me, I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee soon. So I'm gonna put some music so you can chill, and I'm gonna make it real fast, and I'll be back. Albert, John, how would you make a choice between HH and HSH, and why? That's a very good question, Mr. He. Huh? Now, if I was looking for a sound that in my mind, if I wanted something that's warm, or if I'm gonna play a certain song with some warmness to it, like a Les Paul, like I would play a Les Paul or my 335 or my Tokai ES325 or whatever it's called right now. Then I would choose a guitar with humbucker. Like in the case of the Fusion T HH, I thought that configuration looks and should sound really interesting, and it did. It's my favorite guitar right now. And for the fact it has a tremolo arm, hey, all win-win, right? Now the HSH is a different beast altogether. It's a different breed altogether, because you have that position 2 and 4, and I like that sound. My favorite sound on Strat are position 2 and 4. I only use the bridge pickup solely for certain songs or certain sounds that I wanted to cut through the mix, like something brash, something brittle, something that cuts you and make you bleed. I would use the bridge pickup. But for most of the ballads, the solos that I do on ballads and real emotional sort of a solo, I would use the position 2 and 4. And you have a HSH, the position 2 and 4 would sound really, really nice, because you have a mixture of the middle pickup, which is single coil. Now, the problems that we face with the HSH configuration is that you have humbuckers on your neck, you have humbuckers on the bridge, but then you have a single coil in the middle, and the single coil is, as you gentlemen or ladies might know, are such noisy pickups, given the right condition and the right environment. So it's always good to have a single coil that is noiseless on the middle. And if you had that squared away, you had that settled, the position 2 and 4 would be just nice for ballads. Yeah, so that's the reason why. Okay. Hey, Mark. Seems it never rains in Southern California. That's why it has everything burning up. Is it better right now, Mark? Is the fire is the condition now getting better? I've seen my goddaughter's pictures that she posted on Facebook. It seems to be better. Like the air is getting better. I don't know. La Chancla, I got a question about transposing. I cannot simply grasp the concept of how to transpose a song in order for me to be able to sing it in my key. Well, where are you coming from? Like as a guitarist or as a singer, La Chancla? Or as a single guitarist? Then I'm able to answer your question properly. Howler, from Ireland. Welcome, brother. Never seen you before, Howler. Yeah. So you guys are here. Can you just hit the like button? It will help me a lot. Just hit the like button. Albert, for a cheap telly, I'll buy a square telly and change the pickups. Yeah, that's one way to go. But like I said, take a look at the ASAT. Hey, hi Wesley, and thank you, Firepotter, for the coffee. Thank you so much. Oh, that's a new. Is that a sticker? Firepotter. That's interesting. Never seen this before. Anyway, thank you again. Famer, why did Gibson destroy 400 Firebirds and guitars? What were they thinking? I have no idea. Gibson is one weird company. I was just talking to a friend of mine about Gibson, and they have gone from bad to worse. And for a while, we thought that they're coming up again. That will be a revival of sorts, but it seems to slide on down again after that whole episode about going after individual builders. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah. Okay, thanks. You'll be looking for a G&L. They're not so common here in Italy. Oh, file partner, you're in Italy. Ah, I see, I see. Come sta? Bene, eh? Um, yeah, I was in Rome, and I think if you're in Rome, well, I don't think you're in Rome, but if you're in Rome, there is a guitar shop. Uh, I forgot the name. It's near the central part of Rome. Let me see. Somewhere near the Fuzzy Gelato, you know, where the famous Fuzzy Gelato is. Probably about, I mean, somewhere near there, but it's not really near there, you know. Anyway, there's this guitar shop that I went to, and it has G&L tributes and G&L guitars. Yeah, so you might just want to check them out, you know, if you're in Rome. Thank you, Mark, for the coffee. Um, what are my thoughts on the Boss Next Tone or the Katana? Yeah, that's the thing, Mark. I'm trying to get my hands on this Boss stuff, you know, and especially Katana. I would like to try a Katana, you know, and find out what's the fuss about. Hi, Joe. How are you? I'm good, Joe. Um, Oma Schubesser. I'm from Germany, and indeed. Oh, you're from Modena. Okay, Fab Putter. Okay. Buono, buono. So now is what? Buonasera? Buonanotte? Buonasera? Anyway, sorry, Omar, I got distracted. I'm from Germany and indeed own a Fender Squire Telecaster. Oh, that's great. Love the look and the sound of it. I'm making good progress, but I'm kind of stuck with the F chord. You're stuck with the F chord. I hope you're talking about the bar F chord, right? Yeah, I'm gonna play some guitar tonight, so just in case you guys, you know, interested. Let's see, which one should I take? Okay, let's take this. No, I haven't played my A set for the longest time, so I'm gonna break out my A set. Just give me a second. Okay. So when you're talking about a bar chord, you're talking about this bar chord, right? This is like this is one of the chords that gives me nightmare when I was first studying, and to have it play like, you know, spontaneously in a song is like crazy. So if you're playing an acoustic guitar, yeah, you probably might want to master the bar chord. But if you're doing electric guitar, you don't have to do that basically, because most of the time when you're playing a F chord, it doesn't really in a band. You know, you don't have to play that low F. Or you could just play a you know a four note chord. I'll tell you what. Let me just turn on the hold on. Give me a second, guys. Guitar smells so good. It's because of the case that it was in for the longest time. The G&L case, my good lord, it smells so good. It's like vanilla and vanilla extracts. You know, that's what they say. That's what they told me. That they use vanilla extract for the case. You know. Okay, are we in business? Yes, I guess we are. Oh, silly me. I haven't even plugged in yet. Talk about going wireless. No sound, huh? Why no sound? Good. too many things happening here, I guess. Oh, okay. I know why. But then, okay, I'm gonna plug in my guitar, so you probably will not hear me unless I turn on the other mic. So just give me a second. I'm gonna turn this off now. So can y'all hear me now? Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, you guys have been hearing me all along. Anyway, so it's here. No, nothing. Why am I not having sound? Let me just check the console. Okay, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, why am I not having any signal? That's a strange part of this. It probably is something stupid that I've done again. Why is it so weak? The signals is so weak. Any case, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear the guitar? Tell me you can hear the guitar. Can you hear guitar? Can y'all hear the guitar? Okay, cool. So y'all can hear the guitar. So in order to answer your question about the F chord, so if you're gonna play F chord this way, most of the time in a band concept, I will not be playing a bar chord. I will just play this. Right? And this will do fine, like, you know, if you're gonna play a song like, so without even borrowing it. And if you really want to hit that low note, what you can do is employ the thumb, and you can just go right down, slide it down here. You know, so I'm going like, you can do that. If you're finding it hard, maybe this is even worse than using a bar chord. You know, maybe this is even harder. Yeah, the guitar is out of tune. It has been the case for a long time. So that's one way of doing it. Like I said, you don't have to use a bar chord for lots of stuff actually in today's music, unless it's just you playing rhythm and there's no acoustic guitar, there's no bass happening at a time, and then that's the only time where you would want to use a bar chord. Alright? So, yep. But we'll play some more guitar later on, and I'm going to share with you some couple of stuff. Okay, Mark, okay, you're talking to Night Mission. The Night Mission, I bought Ibanez is at 2204. I'm in the Li Hang, from France. Comment allez-vous? Bonjour. Andrew, yeah, it took me a long time for my fingers to be able to strike to play the F chord. Yeah, you know. I'm still having trouble with it at times. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I try to stay away from barcode as much as I can. Howler. Oh, welcome, Howler. Where you from, Howler? Yeah, this is of course the G&L ASAT. So something to look at. So this is the Fullerton Deluxe. This will cost a pretty penny, but the tribute ones are not too bad too. So you might just want to take a look at it. Yeah. But you get there if you keep it. Yes, that's right. Again on Telecaster, yeah. SS or SH and Y. Okay, file partner, I will answer your question. Just keep on reminding me that. SC White Jazz, greeting from Germany. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Omar, okay. Everybody say yes because you can hear Mark. Alan, okay. Hi, Pooh, how are you doing? Okay, so we are personal. Oh, welcome. Appreciate the informative videos. Have you played Fujigen guitars before? I'm sure I did at one point or another, but I don't know. I can't forget what I played. So I'm sure I did once or twice. In any case, you guys just hang on and give me a break. I can hear the rain outside my window pattering, so I'm gonna close the main window in the kitchen and make me a cup of coffee. So just give me like 5 minutes, and I'm gonna put some music here so we can kind of chill with the music, and hopefully I'll be back by then. All right. So just give me a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes, seconds. How can you make coffee in a second? I'm not trying to. All right. I'm back, and guess what? It's raining cats and dogs outside. It's a good thing I went out. Yeah, the kitchen window was wide open, so it was really wet. Okay, so where were we? Just now, who was asking me this question? Um, I'm just going to go back a little bit. Was it you or Foul Potter that asked me something? Oh, okay. Again, on Telecaster SS or SH, like this one, right? So this, you have a humbucker in the front and the bridge, and then you have a single coil. The reason why I like this like this is because I can get really warm. As you know, Telecaster only have three the pickup selectors on the three position. There's only three position: bridge, bridge and neck, That's all. So having a humbucker for the neck, it gives me the ability to kind of like do real warm stuff. And of course, you can always choose a pickup that you can split coil with. That would be another asset, because then it gives you more option. But I don't really like split coils. I'd rather stick to like a humbucker. If it's a humbucker, then just stick to a humbucker. If it's a single coil, then just stick to a single coil. So, and of course, you have that single coil right at the back, and that gives you the traditional tally twang, if you need it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, there's no sound. Silly me. Took out the sound. Sorry, this is how the pickup or the back. And for the bridge, it's really warm. And then when you want to have a combination of both, you can just put in the middle position. You have the best of both worlds. So I hope that answers your question. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and keep up. Okay, Mark. Okay, you guys heard some thumbs up. You can employ the thumb. You have big enough thumbs. Yeah. Person. Oh. Okay. I said hi to you. Did I? Yeah. In about the Fuji Gen. Yeah. Okay. Pooh. Lightning crashes by live will break or build your your barcode muscles. Yep. Lehanger, would you say the neck is near or different from a standard tally? Are we talking about this guitar? Near. Don't forget that G&L is founded by Leo Fender, who was the originator of the original tally. Yeah. So the fret radius is the same as most Telecasters, 9.5 fret radius. Neck size, yeah. In fact, I think this is more well, they're about the same. I played on tallies before. I have a tally, and it plays about the same. Yeah. Alan. Okay, talking to Mark. All right. Min Pham. Hi, how are you? Have you experienced pain due to your guitar playing? Yes, I had some pain. But it's not big. Well, it is because of guitar playing, but I don't know. Recently, because I'm getting on in age. Come October, I'll be 60. So your body will react differently when you start aging, especially the joints. So I had joints pains in my joints a couple of years back, and for a while I was kind of worried about this because I didn't want to have arthritis, and that would totally stop my playing. So I started taking supplements because of some of the advice that my friends gave me. So I took, what did I take? I took curcumin, right? I took curcumin. I took fish oil. And these are supposed to help in your joints, and it helped. It actually helped. And you need to be careful, especially when you're working with a computer. We're not talking about a couple carpal syndrome, carpal tunnel syndrome. We're talking about the way you're sitting and the way you're placing your hands, and that will really screw up your your fingers, So I tried not to spend too much time in a fixed position on the keyboard, and just to do exercises, Remember the exercise I taught you guys? And this helps a lot because this is right. It really loosening up your joints. So yeah, that's the only time that I face pain when I'm playing. The other more common pain-inducing symptoms I get from playing is when I cut my fingernails too short. A lot of comments in the beginning. There were a lot of comments about my fingernails on my left hand. Why am I keeping my fingernails too so long? Why are you not cutting your nails? I just sometimes I feel I'm talking to my gunnery sergeant, to my top, or to my master sergeant. I have a reason why I don't cut too short, because if I cut my nails too short, and when I'm doing bends, I will tend to as you know, my technique of playing is I bend under the strings. I don't bend across the strings. I bend under the strings. And that's the reason why I can do like over bends. It's because I bend under the strings. And sometimes if I cut my fingernails too short, then my fingernails, the tip of my fingernails will get caught up in that, and it will pull my fingernails away from the underside of the underside of the nail, and that is painful. Okay, trust me, that is painful, because there are times when the adrenaline will come, and I'll be like playing a big show in a concert. I'll be just doing this blowout solo, and I just cut my fingernails, and there you go. And I'll be out of action after the show for at least about a day or two in order for it to heal. And it's so painful, especially when you're bathing or when you're washing your hands in soap. It stings like crazy. So this is one of the common things that I encounter while playing. All right. Okay. Who's from Poland? Oh, Howler. Okay, you're from Poland, but living as a student in Ireland. Okay, great. We got a couple of Irish brother here, so yeah. Chill to the sound of rain. Yeah, I love rainy nights. Like what's that guy? What Rabbit? Eddie Rabbit. This song for Eddie Rabbit. I love a rainy night. I really love rainy nights. When I was younger, I used to get frisky on rainy nights. All right, so Tony Lowe, Fuji Gen guitars are good. Try a few in Japan before. Yeah, I have no doubt about it. Fuji Gen guitars are really well made. All right. Andrew Awaken. While John's getting coffee, does anyone want to hear the story of my first Hardy Benton order? Okay. Order one last Thursday night. Was through to see the UPS delivery date in Florida was scheduled for Monday. That's amazingly fast. Early Saturday morning at Tracting, it was already in Philadelphia, but there was this message: additional information is required. Oh, coffee tastes good. Your package is pending release from a government agency other than customs. What? Then I saw the message later saying, arrive at facility, import, scan, it seems okay, but then no further updates on Saturday or day Sunday. Oh my good lord. And then what happened? Now I'm intrigued. Hey, hi Chris, thank you for the coffee. And then what happened? So I call what? Update saying okay. So I call UPS and you just speak to us. I need to send a form because a large amount of wood. What crap is this? She sends me the form and is asking whether I have composite woods and if the chemical used is oh my. So I fill it in, send it back, and then a couple hours later got a notification saying I need to pay custom duty of $28. Yeah, I got a HP Fusion Pro too. So far the comfiest guitar I have. So I pay it 2 hours later. The status update shows that it's been released from customs. So far, no more updates. So I'm hoping it resumes the journey today. And I'll receive it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm hoping for that too, Andrew. Yeah. Famer, my Harley Benton had no. Yeah, yeah. You were telling us about this. Yeah, that's nice of you, Pooh. Praying for a safe delivery. Yeah. Well, Andrew, I had to pay duty for the Harley Bentons that I received. In Singapore, we call it goods and sales tax. So yeah, it's the same as a duty. And for purchases that is over 400 Singapore dollars, I have to pay goods and sales tax. So even the guitars that that I don't have to pay for, like the guitars that Harley Benton sent to me, I have to pay taxes for those. And I tried talking to them, trying to tell them not to declare it as a item for sale, maybe as a sample or stuff like that. They don't want to do it, so oh well. Anyway, okay. Mark, okay, Famer, they want me to pay to send it back. That's stupid, Famer. Yeah, that's really stupid. That's ridiculous of them. That's just poor business sense. I think it's probably a mistake on their part. I just gritted my teeth and paid them because I didn't want any more delays trying to work that with them. Jonathan Cole, is that HS Anderson Mac Cat? Which HS are you talking about? Famer, which HS are you talking about? Luckily, they didn't send it back to Germany. They won't send it back to Germany. It'll cost a bomb to send it back. Y'all know that Thomann has stopped using what's that? DHL. They have started using UPS, which is more expensive than DHL, and henceforth the delivery charges have all gone up. All right, Eugene. Which fret do you point your microphone towards when recording acoustic guitar? That's a good question, Eugene. I explained it once before in a comment section, where someone trying to tell me how to mic my acoustic guitar, and he was really adamant about it, and I had to put my foot down and just tell it to him like it is. You have to know what sort of mic you're using, whether it's a big cardioid mic or a small pencil mic or something as small as the AKG 4-4 or a U87 for Neumann or any one of those mics. But the trick, or rather the trick, the thing is, because you're a player and if you're recording it at home, try to find a sweet spot of where the mic picks up the best sound from your guitar. And then there's this other question of the playing. Are you doing finger picking? Are you doing arpeggios with a pick, or are you strumming? So every different scenario calls for a different position to be at. But all in all, trust your ears, and that's why it's so important to have a good set of headphones, where you can actually kind of like A/B with your speaker system and kind of, okay, what I'm hearing on the headphones is about the same, almost the same as the speakers that I'm hearing from. And that'll be a good, sorry, pardon me all over the place, all right? So that'll be a good reference point. And try to find a sweet spot and get the right spot, and that's it. It doesn't matter. I got people telling me the point at the 12th fret, some telling me the point at the 13th fret, some telling me the point at the 8th fret, and using 2 microphones. And all that, it probably work, but I don't have the time for it, and I don't have so much mics, I don't have so much inputs. That's another thing, but I do have. It's just that I don't see the point in it, because I've recorded with engineers who does that, and I didn't like the sound at all, because it's not what I want. I'm a player, I'm a guitar player. I know what I want, right? Unless I'm recording in the studio with a producer and the producer insists on a certain sound, fine, I'll just hands off. But if I'm recording it myself, in the home studio, then I'll find the sweet spot. So I hope that answers your question. Do not get into this rabbit hole where everybody starts telling you you got to point this. After all, the first thing that comes first is that you're a player, you're the musician, you are the one who's playing. You have to be really sure what your sound is supposed to be like, right? Hope that helps. Hi. I say hi to you, Chris. Oh, you love the Cerberus. I kept on pronouncing it Cerberus. You know, the brain thing, right? So Cerberus. Maybe that's what it meant. You know, it's a funny thing to name a multi effects after a dog from Hades. Famer Jonathan, you're 60. You look so young. You look like 48. 48 is kind of old. I was hoping you said 38. Dang. Mimpan, thanks, John. Good advice on the fingernail thing. I have experienced that, so you know what I'm talking about. That's great. All right. Chris, yes, I spoke about this earlier. Yeah, I had it squared away. Managed to get hold. What he got hold of me through email. The guy from UAD, and yeah, everything is fine now. Yeah, I have all my plugins back. Cool. Omar, okay. Do you still have the Harley Benton Fusion 2HH? Would you recommend it? This video brought me to your channel, and your very nice nature kept me. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Yes, I still have it. It's right here, and I just did the Cerberus review with that. You know, so go check it out. It's still there, and I highly recommend the guitar. Yeah. Famer, that Telecaster? No, it's a G&L. Yeah, it's G&L. This is a G&L A-set Bluesboy. Or why Bluesboy is because of the humbucker in the neck. Cerebral, yeah. Anyway, I'm the king of mispronunciation. In case you guys don't know, I once pronounced anodize as endonize, and one American guy, you know, God bless America, but there's this American guy who gave me a ticking off about the way I pronounced it. And I apologize. I said I'm sorry. And he kept on going, and and he was just horribly rude, and I have to stop the conversation halfway. So anyway, anodize. But I learned something after that, so I know how to pronounce anodize now. I learned. I just want to learn every time. Okay, Pooh. You take care. You have a good week. It's really different about miking acoustics. It's really about the player and how he knows. That's right. The Strat and Tally have their own sound signature depending on the pickup switch. I prefer the sound of Strat. Okay. I do. Me too. I love Strats. I find it to be really exceptionally versatile. But there's something about Tally. There's something about the bridge pickup. Setting is a bit, I should call it a bit dirty. Okay, so I have my stuff here, so I can just cut down. Okay, I have 43 guys in the room right now. Can you just hit that like button? That'd be nice. Okay, 40. That's pretty fast. Anyway, Gary PQ, screw rude people. No, we don't have to. I don't want to stoop to their level. So, well, the heck with them. Omar, is Thomas really shipping worldwide from Germany? As a German, I don't have an issue at all with the delivery as I'm in the same country. What do you pay to ship a guitar from Germany to you? Oh yeah, they ship from Germany, and you know what? It used to be like 50 euros, 50 euros for 30 kg, meaning I could buy a couple of guitars, like 3 guitars. You know, the Harley Benton guitars are not really terribly heavy. Each guitar weighs an average of like 3.5, 3.6 kg. So do the math. You know, you can order about 8 of this or 7 guitars and still pay only 50 euros. It was that cheap, you know. And then the COVID-19 happened, and I don't know what happened to the deal with Thomann and DHL. So now they're using UPS, and UPS is going by volume weight. So it's a whole lot more expensive now. Right, Tony. Hi. Okay. Hi, Tony. I'm thinking to change the pickups on my HB Fusion T. Do you have a suggestion for humbucker speed that split and have a good single coil sound? There are a couple, but I'm only familiar with certain brands, and we might want to try or you know, be more adventurous than me. I'm sticking to Seymour Duncan's if ever I want like a pickup that I trust, and the other one is that I would probably ask Wayne to wire one for me. Wayne does really good pickups, so you might just want to contact him and tell him what you need, and he can probably custom one a set for you. Just tell him that you want 2 humbuckers and you want it to be split coil, and tell him what you want. You know, what sort of sound you expect from the humbuckers, right? Either that, or you can go down to the various pickup manufacturers and go to their website and do some shopping. That's what I did for my Seymour Duncans. I got the what's this, the 89 hybrid, you know, or was it 69? 89 hybrid. I got the Antiquities. I got the other one. I forgot the other one. What is it called? Polygates and stuff like that. So I'm pretty in love with the Seymour Duncan pickups, you know. But the G&L pickups are, you know, are excellent, and that's hence I never did change anything. These are all from Seymour Duncans, and they sounded great. Okay, so, got a couple of new guys here. So, what do you think about the the DiMarzio PF? I think they're okay. I have a friend who has one fixed to his guitar. I don't know whether it's the same model, but DiMarzio, they actually make good pickups, but I just don't like DiMarzio pickups. I don't know. It probably because of the history. I used to have a DiMarzio, a set of DiMarzio stacks, if I'm not mistaken, and I didn't like the sound. Probably because they're stacks. All right, Pin J, you're from Spain. Hola, welcome. Okay, Andrew to Florida, it was $68. That's pretty cheap, you know. Howler, Apollo issues? Yeah, I was talking about this earlier on about me updating the software, and in the midst of it, I lost all my plugins. And, yeah, I need to re-register my unit again. Paul Bevan, hi, how are you? Yeah, been a while. Corey Carresco? Corey Carresco. Where are you from, Corey? Hey, Jonathan, have you used the Harley Benton HB35 Plus? Yeah, I mean, I was actually eyeing that for a review, but I guess, yeah, I you know, they were telling me, you know, just 2 guitars per trip, so I said, okay, maybe another time. But they look pretty nice. They look really decent. Tony, the shipping fees are no, not really. They have increased the shipping fee, as I was saying. You know, they have changed the companies. They are not using DHL right now. They are using UPS, and UPS can be very expensive. Okay, Corey, you're from New Jersey. Okay, I was at New Jersey earlier this year, before this whole fiasco happened. I was at Atlantic City. You ordered a guitar stand, strap, and tuner, but I could have it fit the most if I wanted to. Okay. Hey Andrew, where are you in Florida? Okay. Great. Aren't there Omar, aren't there any huge music stores in your country that it still pays off to order from Germany, but holy smoke, that shipping is expensive? Who are you talking to, Omar? Are you talking to me or to someone else? Alan to Corey, have a look at the YouTube review by John Robson. It's a great guitar. Okay, great. Yeah. I'm sure it's a great guitar. Yeah. Hi, 我不会读你的名字，黄什么 Okay, anyway. You bought a Harley Benton tee after watching my video. It's really good. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. 谢谢你。I hope you like that guitar. Where are you from? 你从哪来？Omar, Andrew, not even okay. You guys are talking to yourselves. Great, among yourselves. Tony, I did Marcel's in most of the guitar. Okay, cool. I mean, if you're digging it, go for it. Yeah. Don't mind me while I noodle, right? Okay, so okay, I'm glad, Corey, that I pronounced your last name correctly. It's called Wongqing. Okay, Wongqing. Is it? Huangqing. You're from Taiwan. Which part of Taiwan? 环庆，你从从台北还是从台南还是台中？ Okay, I'm perspiring. Yeah, that was nice. It was a good workout. Let's hear what this has. Is there a nice slow? Okay. I think that's enough playing. You guys are awfully quiet. Oh, I have the mic on. Oh, man. Should have the mic on. Okay. So where were we? Sorry, I got a bit distracted just now. I haven't played like electric guitar for quite a while, actually. About almost what, a week? Yep. Okay, so where were you guys? From Taipei. Oh, okay, so you're from Taipei. Good. I took Fusion Tea to open jazz, so she ever felt amazing about the sound. That's great. Yeah, that's the thing, Andrew. It always shows 50 euros, but when you after you added stuff in your cart and then about checkout, and then for me, in Singapore, I get this, and it's above 50 euros. Sometimes it's just too expensive. Yeah. Tayyip, where you from, Tayyip? Paul gastronomical adventures. Thank you so much. Where are you from, Paul? Thank you, Andrew. Tony Lowe is next to China. It's part of China. I know a lot of people from Hong Kong don't want to hear that. Yeah. Overdriven, but hi, how are you? Where are you from, Overdriven? Person zero. Jonathan, how could I catch a gig of yours? Watching from SG here. There's no gig. There is a live gig that I'm doing, a live stream concert next week on Friday, so you can watch out for it. It's under J Studio, if you're familiar, and it's going to be streamed on YouTube and then Facebook Live. Yeah. Hi, Bob. How are you? Andrew, oh, I thought you meant you moved to the States. Yes, I know Hong Kong very well. Georgie Rezapov. Yes, it's a G&L. Yeah. Great guitar. Politics aside, I hope you can still enjoy music for the guitar. Same shipping cost for HB for a second guitar, and then added a 3rd-inch jump and another 222. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Tony Lowe, there's not much you can do as citizen in Hong Kong here, just trying to make a living. Yes. Yeah. My heart goes out to you, Tony, and for all my Hong Kong friends. Hang in there. I think things will get better. I have so many musician friends in Hong Kong, and I know they're suffering as well as I am right now, because there's, Lang Guai Fong has closed. There's not much gigs. Concerts have all been halted. There's not much work, basically. Omar, for how long have you been playing guitar, and do you know what your first one? Well, that's the number one question on most of my live stream. I've been playing guitar ever since I was 16, 15, yeah, but I wasn't good at it. I seriously picked up. I really got serious when I was like about 18 years old, and so you can probably, yeah, calculate from there, about 30 over years, yeah, 35 over years. And my first guitar was a guitar that my daddy bought me, and it was okay, but it got really hard to play. Action, was, and I didn't know anything about setting up, and my dad didn't want to spend more money, and anyway, he doesn't even know who can set up a guitar, so yeah. So yeah, that was my first guitar, I know what you mean. Just be sure that a lot of us around the world watching what happens to support you guys. But people are like, yeah. Mark, quiet. Yes, watching your fingers so I could build a rhythmic. Well, you remember the figure 8. Yeah, and that was something that I want to talk to you guys about just now before I got sidetracked. What did I want to talk to you guys about? Something about playing. For the life of me, I couldn't remember. Was it about the Cerberus? There you go, Cerberus. Have you watched that? Have you watched the last video that I just did? It took me a long while to do that video. It took me about 2 days to do that video, because the first day I was trying to mic out with this amp. Yeah, and I had a problem with this amp, with this Cerberus. Right, because I didn't get the sound that I wanted. I guess the mics and all they are working. Maybe just a bad combination. Well, some of the sounds are good because if you've seen that video, the last video about the Cerberus, you have seen Cerberus. There I go again. It's Cerberus. Okay. Right. The first part was recorded with the microphone and the amp, and the second part was through the Helix Native. So essentially, the Helix Native functioned as an amp because I had nothing on the Helix Native at all except for the amp simulation of a twin reverb and the speaker simulation, and that's about it. There's no reverb coming from there. Everything is from here. So it worked nicely. So I'm pretty sure this will work with a really good solid amp, maybe a 212s or 112, maybe, a bigger amp with more power, preferably a tube amp. That would probably be good. So I'm gonna try this again because the unit is here, so I must just give it a try and maybe try different mics and see what happens. But that's just for my own research. So let me know what you guys think. So sometimes certain effects like this, it works because it's meant for working together with an amp and not a multi-effects board that everybody thought it is, right? So this is Cerberus, right? Cerberus. It's so hard to pronounce this name, Cerberus. Okay, I can't. I just in my mind I'm just pronouncing it as Cerberus. Okay, Cerberus. So yeah. So tell me what you guys think about this unit. I thought it was pretty good. And I know what you mean. Just be sure to give it about. If I want to play some hard rock style riff or chords, do you have some advice in practice or learning? You can probably, what the number one, or rather the most common advice that I give when people ask me about all this is to listen to a whole lot of songs and to play along with them. That's how I learned, and I guess that's a good way to learn. So you put on your favorite song or favorite rock riff, like any song, and just jam along and try to get the timing, try to get the same groove, the same feel. And there's a whole lot of videos out in YouTube. They'll teach you all sorts of riff. But now I don't think there are a whole lot of that because of the copyright infringement. What I used to do is to so noisy. What I used to do is to create riffs myself. That's why I was trying to tell you guys, it would be good to have a drum software with you. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, the drum, say a drum plug-in or a sort of a drum machine where you can actually play along with your guitar. Which brings me to the next item that I want to do a review on. And NUX actually sent me this too. Apart from the Cerberus, this is the MG300. Yeah. So this is the latest product, and this one comes with a total package, something like a scaled down version of a HX Storm. Where you have basically what Helix does. You have the speaker simulation, the amp simulation as well, and the various effects, and you also have a looper and a drum machine. So nice unit to have if you thinking about getting a unit for to improve yourself at home. And I'm not sure about bringing this to a gig yet because I haven't tried this unit yet. It's still in the box and it's still unopened. But let me go and run it through its paces, and we'll see whether is it viable, for a gig. The Cerberus is suited for a gigging. It is if you're playing with an amp. It's a good thing to have. What I like about it is, as I explained it in the video, man. Most of you guys don't actually watch the whole video. You guys watch the first few minutes and then you just go and do your own thing. But a lot of information is at the mid of the video. And one of the things about this unit that I like is the boost switch. which means that I don't actually have to bring a expression pedal or a volume pedal with this unit. I could actually gig with this unit, just this unit, my guitar, and an amplifier on stage, because that boost switch is post everything. It's post your distortion, it's post your what you call it, your overdrive. So in short, it just kind of boosts up everything. Boost up a couple of dB, and you can actually adjust how much you want to boost at the back. So my scenario will be like I'm doing things and with my overdrive and with my distortion, and I want to kick in a solo, and I'll just start soloing, and if it's too soft, I'll just kick in a boost, and my solo will be heard. It's just like me depressing on my volume pedal. The only good thing about a volume pedal is that you have increment, slight increment. This will just give you a direct boost. So in sound check, I would have to let the sound man know that, okay, this is my normal level, with my overdrive, this is my normal level, and this is my solo level. So when I kick in the boost, and that solves everything. In fact, it's a no-brainer. I used to play like this all the time when I was gigging live. So it's the way to go, because you don't have to think too much about what I'm gonna do. You just kick in that switch, and you're in your solo mode, right? Oh. Okay, Omar, what's your favorite music genre you like to play? I wanted to learn guitar because of what? Math rock? Midwest emo. No, you got me there, buddy. And I'm learning new things here. So what is math rock and Midwest emo? Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for the coffee. What is math rock? I never heard of it. Tayyip, I'm from Morocco. Hey, hi, welcome. I started playing acoustic guitar recently, and I love it, and I want to get electric guitar soon, but I don't know what guitar to get. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my guitar videos. Budget is all about, it all boils down to how much you're willing to spend. Or if you don't want to spend too much money, there is always the guitars that we all here are very familiar with and always talking about, the Harley Benton guitars. So you might just want to go to Thomann website and shop around for a Harley Benton guitar that suits your budget, and look at it. For you beginners out there, always choose a guitar that you like. Don't let other people sway you into getting things, especially from my videos. I'm always worried that being a YouTuber equates to being an influencer, but I don't want to influence people into buying a certain make of guitar or a certain style of guitar just because I'm doing a video. Buy something that suits you. So if you like a certain shape of a guitar, like for example you like the Tele shape, go for a Tele. If you like a Stratocaster, go for a Stratocaster. But it must be something that you're pleased with, something that makes you want to pick up the guitar and play. This is a pretty guitar, right? So this is an A set. So the reason why I buy this guitar is because it looks darn good, and because it plays really well, right? That's the most important thing. But the other thing is equally as important, because it looks great, and it will make me want to pick up this guitar and play. Or else, why in the first place would I buy this guitar for? Because if I want to buy a guitar and put it in my case, what's the rationale behind it? So it must look good so that I could, I would like to pick it up and play every time. And that's the same story with my Strat and with most of my guitars. Most of my guitar, not all my guitars. I have a couple of ugly ones also. Yeah. So I hope that helps. So yeah, if go shopping in Thomann and look around for electric guitar. There you go. Omar will give you good advice. And they are AD667. Multi-effects modeler with preamps in the power amps like the Moore Baby Bomb into a 212 cabinet to get a super portable rig. Yeah, that might work. Then again, I just can't tell you honestly, because I haven't tried all those things that you mentioned. Yeah, so it might work if they sound good. Why not? Howler, alrighty, it was really nice listening to you play again. My phone is about to die. I gotta hurry off. So, yep. You take care, Howler. Take care, Howler. Jim Seiben, hey, hi, from Detroit. Hi, Jim. How you doing? How How about a G&L S500? I would rather spend a little extra for a better quality guitar that will last longer. Okay, Tayyip, that's a good choice of guitar, the G&L. If I mean, where you're from, Morocco, where they sell G&L guitars, and you can have a choice between the tribute or the American-made Fullerton models. You know, the American-made models are a little bit more expensive. Well, not actually a little bit. They're quite expensive. It's about a couple hundred more, maybe a little bit more. Yeah. Anyway, if you have the funds, you know, I would advise you to get a Fullerton Deluxe. You know, and you pay for what you get, you know, the quality. Mean Farm, I saw a demo on the MG300. Yeah. I caught a bit of it, and I didn't want to see too much because I wanted to have the first-hand experience. And there's a whole lot of videos about the Cerberus, but I try not to dwell too much into it because I want to discover new things myself, and it's great because, you know, there's a whole lot of stuff in it, and nice. Anyway, Patrick James Worrell. Hi John, I'm looking for a reasonably priced effects unit to record with. I'm currently using Reaper. What would you recommend? Multi-effects unit. Try the Pod Go. Yeah, the Line 6 Pod Go. That is quite reasonably priced and has everything that you would need in order to gig as well as to record. And if ever you're going to do a session outside, you know, you can always, and it's relatively light, easy, portable, and it's not as powerful as the Helix though, but it suffices, you know. I was pretty impressed with it. All right. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much. And hey, multi-effects modeler with preamp into power. Okay. Hi, Gointer. How are you? Omar, hard to explain. Math rock is a melodic pop punk or emo where everyone is just using tallies that sound twinky with tapping and crazy riffs. All right, that sounds interesting. Okay. HP guitars are really good value. I won't even pick up a guitar in this price range in the store, and most of the big brands, their price won't go that low. True. That's true. How is Tom Lee doing, Tony, in Hong Kong? Did our business suffer because of the COVID-19? Is it really quiet nowadays? High Twinkie Notes. You got any, Omar, you got any bands that you can point me to in regards to math rock? Any videos in YouTube where I can take a listen? Hey, hi Greg. You're from Waco, Texas. Welcome. Is it Waco or Waco? Waco, I guess. Yeah. Calvin, sorry if you've been asked these questions before, but what's your favorite guitar? Current favorite? That's the question. That's the my favorite guitar right now. Right now, my favorite guitar is the it switches back and forth. It switches between the Comanche and my Japanese Fender 50 traditional. Yeah, it switches back and forth, and this one too. The ASAT is one of my favorites. So I have no definite favorite guitar. There's also my Luke. Let's not neglect my Luke, my all-time favorite. You know, I used it for many countless gigs, and of course this one. This is the old. I haven't featured this much on the live stream. Hope we can get this out. It's gonna be a struggle. Can I break it free? Good Lord. This is my 1987 or no 1985 made in Japan Strat. Yeah. So this is a what you call this? This is a contemporary Stratocaster. Interesting sound. Sounds great. And this has a long story, because if you've seen one of the videos about this, you'll probably know about this. But in any case, I want to play something through it. I bought this guitar in 1987, maybe earlier than that, 86. I bought two guitars from that era that were made in Japan. Or a Tally. There's another Tally which I bought, which has an ebony neck, nice white outer body, but with an ebony neck. And foolishly, I loaned it to a singer friend of mine who wanted it for a what you call it, a photo shoot. Never got back. It never came back. It was lost forever. It's a bummer. It was a great guitar. I was using for my night gigs, and it's really nice. In any case, this is the one that I use all the time, because I use this for most of my gigs. And after I stopped playing at night, I kind of like retired it and fixed on MIDI pickups for my Roland GR300 or something like that. Yeah, and was using it as a guitar synthesizer. And after that, I kind of like stopped using it altogether. It was sitting here, right here, and it was gathering dust and cobwebs, and it was looking really kind of gamey, like an old horror show, So I decided to keep it under my bed. And it was under my bed for a couple of years, about 4 or 5 years. And then I remember, hey, I got this Strat under my bed. So took it out and took a look at it and say, maybe I can revive this guitar, give it a makeover. And I did. So I asked Wayne. Wayne was so young back then. He was like 20 or 19, I forgot. And I brought it to him and Calvin, who Wayne's worked for. And had a makeover. Spent a couple of $100, like almost $1,000. Yeah, and had new frets, new tuners, new bridge, even new pickups. And I originally had another pickup system, which I didn't quite like. Those were stacks. Wayne did his best to kind of give me the best configuration that he can give me. Like, I have a lot of options, but it was just too much options. And the guitars, the pickups itself didn't sound great at the get-go. So I decided to lose those pickups and bought a set of Vince Gill EMG pickups. These are the Vince Gill Strat with the SPC control, which is really nice, And ever since then, I just fallen head over heels with this guitar again. Let's see if there's any sound. Now I'm not having a sound again. Why in the world has this happened to me? Okay, so I got signal coming in. Strange. Bear with me, bear with me. If you want to hear the guitar, just bear with me. Okay, but I'm not hearing anything. Why am I not hearing anything? Okay. You guys hear this? You hear the guitar? Oh, there you go. Silly me, I didn't even turn on my volume. Okay, this is a bit distorted. Let me play you the. Okay, this is how the guitars sound like clean. And then I could kick in the SPC, which will give me a couple of decibel gain as well as a mid-range boost, and it just sounds totally different. Yeah, so this guitar is like something else. After the modification, it's still my favorite guitar. So you can probably put this as one of my favorite guitars. It has lock-in tuners. Yes, what is these are Gotos. Are these Gotos? Yeah, Wayne had some of the better ones. Yeah, the better lock-in system from Goto, and I think it's staggered. Yep, it's staggered, and the this is a Wilkinson bridge, I guess. This is one of the top line, the top range Wilkinson bridge, and it's smooth. It's really smooth. Nice. Okay, so let me get to your questions. You can't hear anything? Never hear anything? Oh crap! Okay, can you hear this now? Okay, so sorry. I had the guitar turned off on the. Okay, just start all over again. Hey Jack, thank you. Welcome. Okay, let's start over again. I'm gonna edit out that part. This is so embarrassing. So where were we? Okay, this is well, you heard about what I said, right? So you know that this is a Japanese Strat that I had. Okay, this is how it sounds like clean. Tone up, which is now SPC control. So that's how the SPC works. Yep. So you can hear, right? You guys can hear, right? Okay. The guitar is quieter than it sounds to you, and you see the slam and hard limiting and disappears. What? Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you know. It's one of those things, you know. You got too many controls on Streamlab. I need to like, you know, find a way to automate it in such a way where I can just cut down and do two things at one time. You know, there's just too many things happening. Anyway, again, thank you, Jack, for that coffee. All right. And someone was asking me a questions, you know. No sound, it's a baseball too, sometimes I get used to it. You guys are looking for the button to buy me coffee. Well, unless you have a account with YouTube, like, you know, with Google, you gotta set up an account with Google, and then they will deduct, you know. And if you don't have an account with Google, I don't think you have that function. You know, but I think it's somewhere in the low where you type in your chat, there is a function for that. I don't know, guys, can you help up, Patrick and Omar? Right? I'm not too sure about that. Tony, you were talking about Tom Lee. What did you say about Tom Lee? Crazy sale, huh? Okay, you don't have much time to go, Tom. Only go there buy strings. From Japan. Last time I bought a guitar was a Taylor 4. Wow, nice. Yeah, I guess times are bad also for them. You know, they're a big store. Sure, Omar, you can send a link to me. Yeah. Okay, so no sound. Hi, Michael McDaniel. I haven't seen you before. Gabrielli Lee. Where are you from, Gabrielli? Frank Martinez. How are you? Where are you from? Hi, Pedro. that's That's the best. That's the best comment. So much soul into something I can't hear. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Percent, yeah. How are you, Percent? Chris Murray, you reach forward and turn up or something, and all sound got cut off. Yeah. Uh, Russell, yeah. Hi, Russell. How are you? Okay, going to you finally heard it. Okay, now it sounds good. All right. So, Joshua, yeah. Okay. So you guys heard it. It sounds good acoustically. Yeah, it does actually. It resonates really well acoustically. No, in my hands, the guitar would sound like a Starcaster is the player, not a guitar. Nothing better than playing an old time favorite. Yeah, it's like an old time favorite, but with a new take on the pickups. Now, mind you, Vince Gill has his own preference for his Strat pickups, and these are modeled after him. These are called Vince Gill's EMG. EMG for the fact of it's just noiseless. But if you're talking about dynamics, it's just the same. You have the same dynamics in a single coil. It has the same dynamics as any single coil. But with the SBC, it just gives you an edge. And with that, you get more sustain, if depending on the setup, how much gain you have in your amp. So that SPC is really, really important. And I have this SPC installed in both in this guitar as well as in the modified Telecaster, the Squire modified Telecaster that I have. That has the SPC control there, and sweet, I like it. All right. Barabbas, yeah. Hi, what do you think about the Harley Benton TE50 as time passes? There's the impression that these guitars are not bad but unreliable. Who says that? Who says that they're unreliable in the future for several years? Wood is wood, unless you have termites in your house. If you're talking about hardware and all that, to tell you frankly, at that price range, it's pretty good value because I have the TE70. And I've done a whole lot of mods to that. Yeah, true. But the hardware is still standing strong. It's still, it's still good. Everything is working. The pickups and everything from some of the guitars that I own from Harley Benton, even from my friend Jeff, who bought a whole lot of Harley Bentons at one time, they're still good. They're still working, and there's nothing wrong with it. I guess most of the problem that crops up are not just from years of usage. It's when you first take delivery of the guitars. Sometimes the delivery company might just not take good care of your guitars, and they come in damaged or shabby workmanship like paint jobs. And these are the most of the complaints that they have. Or when you receive a guitar, certain parts are like being knocked over, like volume pots. Damage and stuff like that, but I don't hear a lot of people complaining about it as years goes by. Guitar is just a guitar. The wood won't shrink. If you're talking about frets, some of the guitars from Harley Benton comes in with stainless steel, so you don't even worry about the frets being tarnished or been overused or stuff like that. So. And I don't have the TE52, so I can't possibly tell you. I had a TE70. And I had a friend who has two TE52 because he bought his, and it came in damaged. And he took a photograph. He wrote an email, and they sent him another one. So he has two right now, and they're doing fine. Huh? And Joshua, I suppose if you switch out the hardware and parts, they'll be pretty reliable. There you go. Frank, you're from Los Angeles, California. Great, welcome. How's the situation with the fire right now? Is it better? Andrew Cordell, yeah, they are noiseless. These are all noiseless. Yeah. All right. Okay, don't worry, guys. Chill. I'm back. Alex Vanderpass. Hey, hi. How are you, Alex? You sound like a football player from the Dutch team from Holland. Alex Vanderpass. Probably because of pass. Yeah, but you sound like a football player. Thomas, yes, hi. Don't turn any more knobs anymore. Okay, I won't. Bastian, hi Jonathan. I bought the Harley Benton ST20H. Okay, I wanted your opinion about which pickup should I replace the neck with. I was thinking of. You know what? It's up to you, brother. Bastian, you take a pick. For me, I for that guitar, I will not change any pickups. Why? Because unless I plan to change a whole lot of stuff in the guitar, if not, I will not change, because I found that the pickups are pretty okay. They serve their purpose. They're not overly noisy. That's my opinion, because I reviewed the guitar, I play on it, and I know pretty well that they're really usable. And if you really want to change to another set of pickups, then it's up to you. You can choose between all those brands that you just mentioned. And yeah, I really can't tell you which one to go for, because it's your own preference, right? I hope you understand, Bastian. Bonzo, how long does it take to receive a guitar from Tom Minor? At my end, I don't know. I'm waiting on the delivery of 2 guitars from Harley Benton. So they stated to me that they send it out on Monday. So today is Wednesday. So I'm expecting on Friday, maybe on Saturday if they're fast. If not, then it will probably take me another week. I'll probably have it delivered next week. So it depends. Sometimes it fluctuates. Different timings. Is this rosewood or ebony on the fretboard on this 85 Strat? This is pure rosewood. Yeah, it's really nice rosewood. And maple neck. I had it filed down, sanded down, because it came in with that. I guess it's a polyurethane or urethane, and I kind of filed it down to make it smoother. It doesn't really take out all the finishes. It's still there, but it's just thinner, real way thinner. Now it feels like a satin neck. And there's a whole lot of nicks in this guitar. It's like, why pay for a relic? This is true relic. I so many stuff like knocks and notches, and these are genuine belt. Belt. What you call it? Belt. What's that word for it? Belt rub. Well, belt rubs. These are all genuine. It's just from my belt. My belt, not someone's belt. And you can see the wood being chipped off because of the belt. And then a couple of stuff. It's crazy. This is like a worn. It's like a pair of old shoes. And the interesting part about this is that even though it looks traditional, the fretboard isn't. The fretboard is like it's not even 9.5. It's flatter than that. It's like 13 or 12. And easy to play. And I had it refretted, so these are. I don't think these are stainless steel, but these are. I love jumbo frets, so these are all jumbo frets with a nice bow nut, I guess. Yeah, or it could be a tusk. It should be a tusk. Yeah. Love this guitar. The way it feels, the way it sounds, and the way it looks. So yeah. You're welcome, Barabbas. Oh, it's okay, Oma. Oh, there you go. Tony is teaching you. Sorry, not a soccer player. I do not like soccer at all. Okay. You have 2 Harley Benton guitars, HP 42 and the DC Junior in Ferris Blue. Cool. You bought all the what you call it, the artist signature models, right? Yeah. Toma has shipping estimates in the checkout. I also have estimates for guitars that are not in stock. No, Omar, you're not stupid. Look at what I've done. I muted my guitar sound, so that's stupid for you. Yeah, we all been there. Alfredo, yes, off topic, but man, great views on your city when you're on one bike rides. Great pics. Yeah, I was supposed to like I don't know, maybe tomorrow I'll just do a snippet of, maybe afterwards if I can't sleep I'll just do a snippet of the ride that I did, the 62 km ride that I did, and maybe just do some videos and post it, and you guys can enjoy. Or is it like, how is it like to cycle at night in Singapore? Yeah, it's pretty nice these days, but it's raining today. Yeah. Oh, cool, Alex. They're both friends of yours. Yeah, I'm a friend of Andy. Yeah, we keep in touch through Messenger and whatnot. We keep in touch every now and then. Sadly, I'm not acquainted with Henning. You know, he's funny. I like him. You know. Yeah, 62 km. It's not much. You got another guy here who cycles like 100 km twice a week. Yeah. So I love to get out at night, especially. But sometimes this spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So sometimes I just want to stay at home and chill and watch my movies. Alright. So this is my 85 Strat bass guitar. Okay. Moving parts, clouds above my head. Alright, okay. Thank you, Omar. I'll never be as good as Din. Okay. Frank, what type of strings have you on your Strat? I used to use DR Darius 012 010s. Now I recently switched to GHS boomers. It took me a while. That's the funny part. The funny part about this set of strings. I buy strings in boxes these days because I don't want to spend time going to the shop every now and then. These are the boomers. So this is a gauge that I'm using 010s. These are what you call round wounds. Yeah. It took me a while to get used to this. Initially, when I was so used to playing DR Darius, and then when I started playing on this, I found that wow, it just feels different. But after a while, I got used to it. Yeah, so it's good. It's all good. Velatone Asphalt Pocket M today. Sounded so good. Really? How big is this? Is it big? Is this big? This big? Alex Vantipas. Haven't seen them both for such a long time. Henning lives 4 hours from me, and I go over once in a while. Cool. Send my regards to him if you ever meet him. I think he does great videos. I love his channel. He's so funny. Yeah. How frequent should you change the strings? The Teddy I own is a year old. Oh no way! You're like Todd. My friend Todd. He doesn't change his guitar strings. It depends on you, Omar. If you're perspiring a lot in your fingers, like you have wet fingers. That's a horrible term. If you perspire a lot for your fingers, your playing fingers, then you should change the string often. Fact is, if you have sweaty fingers, you should probably take care of the guitar a whole lot more than normal people would. You need to wipe down your strings, and you have to wipe down all the hardware parts of your guitar each time you play, because over time all these parts will get rusty, and it's going to cost you a whole bunch of money to replace them. As far as strings are concerned, as long as you find that the strings doesn't respond to your playing, that it's not as spanky as you hope, or you hope it would be, then it's about time to change the strings. right? If you're one of those like me who has no sweaty fingers, then you're able to like maintain a set of string for quite long, maybe a month or so. That's about it. A month, maybe a month and a half. And after that, even if you're not playing it, you will tend to lose its tone, as the string deteriorate, through time. Especially in Singapore, where it's humid, Right? Hope that helps. Tony, try tiny moving parts. It's like punk rock, random tapping stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about that size, the size of her. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, maybe you should try coated strings, but I don't like them. I just find that they just sound different, just like it as it is right now. I don't mind changing strings because having coated strings is like it's like having sex with condoms. Okay, I said it. Yeah, you know, I fought against the idea of using Alexas for acoustic for the longest time because it just sounded so bad. And then I heard the new Martin strings, which came in with a new coating, which is supposed to make the strings last longer, and they're not too bad. The Martin's ones are not too bad, but they cost a lot. So again, you have to be cost effective because if you play guitar a lot each day, and then you need to be changing strings every now and then, so it's not viable, financially. Ooh. Sorry, Bruce. You okay? Yeah. Any more questions? Don't have sweaty. Okay, and wipe the strings after, so it lasts longer for me, I guess. Cool. Okay. I see somewhere. I play. Okay. EP Cobalt. That's nice. Michael McDaniel. Michael, where are you from, Michael? This is the first time I've seen you here. Where are you from, Daniel? McDaniel. Sorry, Mr. McDaniel. How many guitars do I own? A lot. Too many. My wife would say just too many. I guess it's over 25 or something like that. No, I'm not keeping count. You're from Georgia. Okay, cool. All right. That's one place I wanted to visit for the longest time. The state of Georgia. So much history there. Yeah. How's the situation over there in Georgia? Rafael de Souza, if you only had money to get one, which Harley Benton would it be? Oh, that's an interesting question. I don't know, man. Well, I already had it, so I'll probably if I were to if I don't have any Harley Benton guitars now, and knowing what I know right now, I would get the Fusion HHT. I would get that. Oh, really, Michael? Thank you. Thank you. Are you bored yet? See, Alex know my heart. Alex is right. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, the mask. I'm okay with the wearing of the mask because we're so used to it here in Asia. In any case, that's the thing that stopped the infection, and it's proven true in Singapore, where I am right now, because of the wearing of mask. Now we have zero community case for a couple of days now. So, in fact, we have very little infection for almost a month right now, and it's improving, day by day, and it's a proven fact that wearing a mask and practicing social distancing helps. So anyway, I just don't want to go there, but just take care of yourself, Michael. Just stay safe, you and your family. right? Thomas, I guess I haven't seen you playing any Gibson LP so far. Are you a Strat, Super Strat boy? I will have the opportunity to convince myself to Les Paul very soon. I can't wait. A guitar swap with my friend. I have a Les Paul at the back, right here. Les Paul Classic. If you've been following my channel, you'll probably see in action. Yeah. So I love Les Pauls. I love my my Tokai 335 clone too. Yeah. And I love humbuckers. You know, I love Les Pauls. I love SGs. I just bought an SG, so well, even though it's an LTD SG, but it's a great SG. All right. Yeah, you're right, Alex. Michael McDonald, no, I'm not bored. I enjoy listening to you play. I enjoy when you play clean the most. Oh, thank you, Michael. Yeah, just stay safe, huh? Yeah, it's no fun. I want to show you guys something, and but I don't think I want to show you guys any. Nah, it wouldn't look good. Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that there are times when you have active pickups in your guitar, right? That guitar that I have to constantly check on my batteries, because batteries tend to leak after a certain time period. Some batteries, not all batteries are the same. I have some guitars where I totally forgot about a battery, the 9-volt battery in it for years, and nothing happened to it. And I have guitars that have the 9-volt battery for like a year or maybe a couple of months, and it started to leak, and that's bad. You know, that's bad news for any guitar. And it's such a hassle to clean off that leak, especially when it's fresh. And you know, those things are toxic like crazy. So and it's worse when it's old and it gets dry and crusted up. You know, that's the worst. And you sometimes I don't even bother to clean it. I just put a tissue paper on top of it or a cloth on top of it and just let it be. Right? But the worst thing that can happen to you on an active pickup, for example, I have a Godan, and the old Godan, I had the earlier Godan series, and the old Godan has a 9-volt battery right on top of the PCB board. You know, and that's a horrible design. But you know, they probably change it now. But they used to have a 9-volt battery to run this guitar on top of the PCB board, and that battery leaked, and my guitar was ruined. So I had to sell the guitar to someone, and he got himself a good deal and bought a whole set of PCB board. The guitar is alive right now. That guitar was really a great guitar to play on, and I used it for so many years, and it was so sad, you know, but it happened, you know. Things happen, right? So be careful with your active pickups. You know, always check your 9-volt batteries and make sure that it's not leaking. Right? Alex, I was once there for 3 hours, the worst time in my life. 6 o'clock in the morning, 28 degrees, and it feels like 28 degrees is cold. It's like chill for us. Wait till you hit like 34, then you know what I'm talking about. And with the humidity, oh man, you felt the sweat explode from you. That's my life here. Every day is the same. Huh? Yeah, I know. It's the same with in Taiwan. You know, you have a whole lot of humidity over there. The humidity level there is crazy. It's off the charts. It's even more than Singapore. I have the Paul. Sounds so good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Les Pauls are great. But I'm not gonna buy a new Les Paul these days because I'm just so anti-Gibson right now. Just don't like what they're doing. Nombre uno. What pedals or device do I need for accompanying my guitar playing? I'm new electric guitar. Greetings from Tlaxcala, Mexico. You don't need, to tell you the truth, you don't need a lot of stuff. You probably need an amplifier, guitar amplifier, if you don't want to go into computer music. or rather a computer setup. All you need is a good amplifier. You don't have to pay a lot for amplifier. But if you want to buy a amplifier that will last you a long time, then you might want to get something that is good, a Fender, a Fender. I don't know, wherever your budget is. A good Fender tube amp will be really good, and that will last you a whole lot of time, a whole lot of years. And then you can buy those multi-effects unit like the Cerberus, right? That I just reviewed. You can probably get one of that to go with your amp and your guitar, and you're good to go. And if you don't want to get another unit, which is the this one, which I haven't reviewed yet, so you might want to get this. So this is an effect that you can run through with a computer or with a guitar amp, and it has a looper in it and a drum machine, so you can actually kind of like practice playing like together with a drummer. Useful, especially for you. As a beginner, it's good stuff for you. Nombre uno, right? Hope that helps. Okay, PRS. Andrew Awaken, yeah, I was happy to see the battery in my old guitar had a leak after so many years. Maybe it has to do with the battery. Yeah, it might. It's probably the construction of the battery, because batteries tend to bulge, and once you see a battery start to bulge, change the battery, because it's gonna leak. Definitely, it's gonna leak. Right. After Alex, I don't like the pickups that much. Thinking of putting in Gibson 57 on Lola Imperials. Chris Wilmot, hi Chris. First time here. Where are you from? Thanks for all the great content. My Charlie Benton Fusion T arrived today or yesterday. The low E and A buzz on every fret, and the bridge pickup is so high it touches the high E when I strum open. So it's not set up properly, and you will probably have to adjust. Ow! Sorry, Bruce. Did I hurt you? Per sheep. So if your frets are buzzing on the E string and all that, you need to do adjustment on your saddle. So there are saddles, there are like a couple of screws where you can adjust the height, and if I'm not mistaken, they provide the tools for you, so you can adjust and bring up the height of these individual saddles on the E and A so that it doesn't buzz. As to your pickup height, there is a screw here where you can adjust and bring down the pickup level. Now, about pickup heights, not the saddle height. When it comes to pickup heights, you can see that mine is not really that high. You don't have to be really high. Just nice. And sometimes you get the best sound when you are in a nice height. So yeah, adjust accordingly, and let me know how is it going. Bye, Joshua. You take care, Joshua. Yeah, you can, like I said, you can adjust it yourself, or you can take it to a shop if you're afraid. It's relatively a simple fix. It's not serious stuff. Martin, cool shirt, Jonathan. Thank you. Yeah, I'm fine. Just a touch of flu, I think. Just a touch. No fever, nothing. I was telling the guys earlier that I had a new air conditioning system installed yesterday. So yeah, so I was sleeping with just a fan for like 10 over days, and out of nowhere I had to sleep with a brand new aircon system in my room this morning, and it was so cold. I think I caught a chill. SD/Pros are great. Yeah. Also have a Pipa, SD Ruse, Simple Duncan. Yeah, Thomas, I agree with you. Chris, so there are two problems: the neck and the pickup height. Well, basically, I think he has no problem in the neck. Yeah, I think it's just the saddles are not being set up properly. The bridge is not being set up properly. What is worrying is if your frets are not set up properly, like, it's not flat. But I don't think, I think that the frets are pretty okay, because Harley Benton guitars, especially at that price range, they're pretty well manufactured. So maybe just a setup, this went wonky. So again, a reminder, there is a super chat and a super sticker. So you guys want to buy me strings or coffee, feel free to go ahead. I was doing this Cerberus video, and oh, you're from Essex. Oh, great. We have a couple of Londoners here, if I'm not mistaken. Alan is from London, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where he's still around. Right. I was doing this video about a Cerberus, and I was doing it with this guitar, and great guitar to play right now. I mean, it's a breeze to play on this guitar. Yeah, I'm gonna use this for the live concert stream next week. It'll be its first Virgin gig, so I'm pretty sure it will do well. Yeah. To change new strings? Oh no, I don't have to. The strings are relatively new because of the Vega trend. Remember? Yeah. Every day it's a constant struggle, trying to keep my guitars controlled so that it doesn't lean towards the air conditioner. All right, Chris, you take care. Hey, Jack, are you still around, Jack? Paging Mr. Rabbit, are you still around? If you're around, did the guitar arrive yet? Did the Maestro guitar arrive yet? Oh, Jack is still here. The two Jacks are here. Cool. Not yet, huh? Are you excited, Jack Rabbit? Are you excited for the arrival of the Maestro guitar? Kevin Kim, can we get more details on the live stream concert? We'd love to watch. Or you have to look for this. I wonder where I can put a link down here. Let me see where I can put a link. Let me see now. Okay, this link is to J Studio, where the this whole concert thing is happening. Or so you might just want to subscribe and or whatever. But I'll try to post a link before we start, but no promises, because how it is. They won't release the link until, I don't know, it's their policy. So I have to set up and get ready for a show, so I might not be able to do it. But you can always just subscribe to this channel and have notification when you're going live. All right. But mind you, all these are all Chinese songs, so it might be a struggle to understand what the singers are singing about. Prompt understanding what they're singing about, right? So Yeah. All right, Jack. You say what? They say it's waiting to be released from custom. Then they will send it. I've never been so excited for a new guitar as for the Maestro. Awesome. Released from custom from where? From Singapore or from the States? Michael McDaniel, what do you consider to be the best price point for a $500 over dollars? Like maybe about, well, you know, 400 over US. That'll be a good starting point for a great Harley Benton guitar. Yeah, the Fusion Pro series costs about around that, about 400 US to 385 US. Yeah. Oh, awesome, Kelvin. Then you knock yourself out. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, mate. Yeah. So, if you want, you can subscribe to the channel, and then they'll inform and notify you when you have your when you have the live stream going on. The thing is that I'm pretty excited about the one that is going to happen in November. It's in conjunction with Yamaha, and it's gonna be the same place that we do all our live streaming concerts from. The catch with this Yamaha thing is that we have to use Yamaha instruments. So Jimmy will be using his signature Yamaha drums, and me and Sebastian will be using the Yamaha guitars. I've chose what did I choose? Did I choose a Pacifica or something that I forgot? You got it. And then I've chosen the silent guitar, which I'm gonna get maybe next week to review as well as to get used to it. That'll be interesting. And then I'm using my Line 6 because Yamaha is owns Line 6 now, so I'll be using the Helix. Seb would take a shot at the pot goal. So yeah, I hope he's used to it. And then Casey, the bassist, will get to play the Yamaha bass. That'll be interesting. And the keyboard player, Anthony, will be playing his Yamaha motif and stuff like that. That'll be pretty interesting. Yeah. So that's the one I'm looking forward to. Okay, Jack. From the U.S. Customs. Okay, from there he has to go to North America Guitar in Nashville, and then they will send it out to me. I'm not sure what the procedures are, and I had to email TNAG to get more info. Interesting. Oh yeah, they make insane bass guitars, but not all the guitars are good. The ones that what's that guy called? Oh man, I forgot his name. The bassist, the happening bassist. He's got really good. His model, his artist model is really nice. Oh, you love the Rev Star. Nice. I like the Rev Star too. In fact, I think I requested either for a Rev Star. I don't know when is it a Rev Star. The one with the P90s and the humbuckers in the back. I don't know. Itak. Hey John, that Harley Benton Future T, is it similar to a G&L neck? I'm really used to G&L Classic C neck. 1116. Just wonderful. If it's close to that specs before I buy one. I don't know, because the classic C neck, now this is a classic C neck on this A set, and it feels almost the same as the Harley Benton. Yeah, the only catch is the fret radius, because this has a fret radius of 9.5 as most G&L have. The Harley Benton have a fret radius of 13. Right, so it's much flatter. So if that's not a problem for you, I guess the shape of the neck is about the same. Yeah. Hope that helps, Itak. I have a Rev Star 502, the dual P90s in billet green. Oh, nice. No, I chose the one with the P90s in the neck and the humbucker at the back. So I don't know whether it's that the Rev Star which I requested for. Let me just check. Because they actually shortlisted a couple of guitars that they can provide. So I'm just taking a look at and trying to make my decision. Let me see now. Oh, it's a Pacifica, It's 611 VFM. Yeah, that's the one that I requested for. Okay, it's gonna be 3 anytime now. 15 more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So you guys have any more questions to ask? Did I leave out anything tonight? Oh yes, they are totally different. I needed something with a tremolo arm. That's the reason why I chose the Pacifica. You know, the Restar has no tremolo arm system, so it's a no-go for me. What's the time over there? It's 2:45 a.m. Yes, a.m. Buongiorno. So I'm waiting on the 2 Hardy Bender guitars. I'm waiting on a Taylor guitar. Yeah, it should be here tomorrow, I think. And then I'm waiting on the silent guitar from Yamaha. Yeah, so these are the guitars that I'm currently waiting on. Yes, holy crap. Yeah, it's late. And like I said, I have a touch of a flu, I guess. Just a touch of chill. I'm okay. It's just that it gets a bit uncomfortable, especially with a dry room aircon. Oh, wow. Brian, hi. You got your new Telecaster, the Vintera 50 modified. Cool. That's a nice guitar. Yeah, I wanted to try that, but I was that the one I tried? The one with the Bixby. Is yours with the Bixby? Brian? Early. Early, yeah, you said it. Early. It doesn't really pay to go to bed right now. Why not? I woke up really early today. I had like about 5 hours sleep, but it was good sleep because it was in the air conditioning room. Yeah, air conditioned room. So it was good sleep. It was a good solid 5 hours. To tell you the truth, Thomas, you're right, because I'm hungry right now. And I'll probably have to go and eat my supper before I sleep, which is bad, it's so unhealthy. What's that? Rising Moon. Haruka Norma AKHA from Esther Sim used both a Pacifica 611 Restar. Yeah. To tell you the truth, I'm not really a fan of Yamaha guitars. Their guitars are good. I reviewed the Pacificas and I reviewed the Restars. They're nice guitars. But I wasn't really. I'm still not a fan of Yamaha guitars after all these years. Yeah. Well, that's the way it is. Like every one of us have our own preference. Yes, going to. Auf Wiedersehen. Danke. Danke. Yeah. You stay safe, huh, brother? You're a good brother. Always very encouraging. Going to. Anyone of you guys saw the camper review that I did? Hi, Hitchlow from Florida. How are you? All right, SC White. Good Nick. What was the last guitar I sold? The last guitar I sold was my CST-24, my Harley Benton CST-24. Yeah. Good Nick, Winter. Good Nick. SC White, Jess. Yeah, that was the last guitar I sold. Check. Yeah, so my question is about, hey, hi Tom. Fancy meeting you here, old chap. It's a lovely surprise. Yeah, I was asking about the camper. What do you guys think? I thought it was a pretty good piece of gear. Expensive though, and I get guys coming telling me that they didn't find to be really user friendly and stuff like that. But I thought it was okay. You can get used to it after time. But the thing that got me about a camper was the sound. The amp simulations sound really good. Yes, Tom. What guitar picks do I prefer? For acoustic or for electric? Okay, never mind. Forget about it. I'm going to show you both. I have two sorts of picks for acoustic. Let's just start with acoustics. I use Dunlops. These are the .60 mm. Let's see, focus. All right, these are the 60 mm's. And then I have another one here, which is, what is this? This is a 73 mm. These are Dunlop picks. I like them because of the serrated edge, not on the edge but on the side here, so that it's sort of a grip. It's possible to grip the pick instead of losing picks every now and then when I'm doing strumming on an acoustic guitar. I find this work when I'm doing recording, when I'm doing strumming, and different thickness. Because I if I were to do like arpeggios, let me just demonstrate to you. Like if I'm doing arpeggios with a pick, then I will want the 7.73 because it projects a little bit more. And I can still strum a bit, but I have to control my strength so that I don't get it blown out. And I can do stuff in between, like sort of a semi-strumming and picking style. Bye, Tony. 早唞，再見啦。Bye, Thomas. Take care. Right. So for the lighter one, the 60 mm, I would use it for basically just for strumming because it has a nice a percussive sound to it. And it's thick enough to do like arpeggios if you need to. So I would use this for the 60 for guitars that are not so bright, and if I'm just gonna be playing a lot of strumming, I would use the .60. But for guitars that are bright enough, especially for the maestro guitars that I reviewed, or for some of the brighter ones from Martin, then I will use these 0.73. And if I'm going to do lines on it, probably I'll probably use a 0.73. I use 0.73 for live. It projects well. Now, as far as the electric guitar picks are concerned, I only use one type of picks, and that's a cheap Harley Benton pick. This is a 1.20 mm. Come on, focus. Okay. This is a cheap Harley Benton pick. It's a 1.20 mm. It's pretty thick, pretty solid, pretty legit. So I can kind of like do fast picking without it flapping all over the place. So this is why I use Tom. Hope it helps. No Bixby string through, but a 4-way switch. Well, that sounds great, Brian. Yeah, I saw this this guitar, but it wasn't available, so I didn't have a chance to. Chicken picks for you. Cool. Brian K. Majority suggested I go with a string and Bixby for my next Telecaster. Yeah. Yeah, it's 2:51. 唔使煩啦，哎呀 no need to sleep. Andrew Awaken, how much strength do you use when picking arpeggios? Do you really dig into the strings or more brush over them? It depends on what sort of intensity I'm going for. So sometimes, but most of the times, you have to kind of like dig in a little bit just to get your notes popping out. If you're going to brush over them, then they're not going to come out as what. But it all depends on the song, on the style. So yeah. Brian, you're considering a Line 6 port? Go for it. I thought it's a great piece of gear. It's affordable, and it does almost the things that, or almost, like I said, almost. It doesn't have the power. The CPU power of a full-blown Helix, but it weighs a whole lot lesser and it costs a whole lot cheaper. It's not bad, I find it's okay. You can probably invest in it if you want to. All right, I have 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you guys for joining me today. Any more questions? Better put it up. Okay, suspended. Football. Tom, cheers, John. I used to download Max Grip for everything. I had trouble holding on to picks as they are an absolute gift. Yes, me too. You can't imagine, Tom, how much picks I lose every time I go for a show. So I make it a point that I will pick up my picks after the show, because I'm just losing too much to make financial sense. And these picks are relatively cheap, but then you can't be losing 4 or 5 picks per show. And I buy these picks bulk, from Thomann. You used to buy them from Thomann because they're cheap. So yeah, especially acoustic guitar picks. They fly all over the place. And one reason why I use the Harley Benton 1.2 because it's really solid pick and it's triangle, so I don't have to be wary of which is the point that I should pick. So it's pretty cool in that aspect. You just download jazz, cool. I thought you're leaving. Tony, I thought you're leaving to for bed. 係呀，你呃我啦你。Tom, how is the COVID situation there, and do you have any gigs coming up? All right. Good evening, Michael. You take care of yourself. Yeah, I hope you enjoy yourself. It's good having you here. Well, Tom, the COVID situation is very much improved. Right now, I guess the government is talking about going to phase 3, which means more opening up of venues, especially in church, where right now it's just limited to 50% per congregation. Right now they are trying to open up to phase 3, where you can. In fact, some of the churches have already started having congregation more than 50, like 100. So it's getting there. So hopefully it will pick up. As far as gigs are concerned, concerts and stuff is still a no-go, because unless they have a big enough place where you can actually hold concert, like what they do in Korea, like a drive-in concert. But I don't see it happening anytime soon in Singapore, because you need a lot of space, and Singapore doesn't have a lot of space. Yeah. So that's the situation right now, and I'm just blessed to be able to work on some projects. There are some recording sessions and arrangements. Yeah, that will get me by. And the Christmas album I was talking to you about, I was about to complete it. I was at 70% done. I have a bit of a time now, because apparently we can't possibly release it this Christmas. And what a horrid Christmas it would be this year. So they're hanging on to next year. So I have a little bit more time to work on that project. And at the same time, I can start working on that anytime. And that'll be great. Once I finish that project, I will have the other half of the payment, and that would help me financially. As far as gigs are concerned, I guess I have to wait. I think the earliest possible date for a concert gig will probably be in July next year. This is what I'm thinking. It could be earlier, but I don't see it happening anytime sooner than that. Right. Yeah, right. You can always blame me, Tony. It's okay. Alan, the UK is in a mess with COVID lockdown in a lot. Yeah, I read about it, that you guys have went back to lockdown again, which is like so surprising, because I thought you guys had it under control for a while. But well, Alan and Tom and the rest of you guys who are in the UK, stay safe, please. Please stay safe. It's not worth taking the risk. DCA31. Bonjour, you're from France? Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. That's sad to hear, Tom. Hey, cheese pepperoni. See, and like I said, when I'm hungry, I look at your name and I'm going like, damn, I'm really hungry. Hey, John, it's been a while since I tuned in the song. Been on this channel. On this? Oh, yeah, I understand. No worries. Yeah. Brian, thank you for the input on the pack. Oh, sure, no problem. Netherlands is also heading for a second lockdown as well, due to idiots thinking that COVID is a joke. Yes, I did. I don't want to go there, because I mean, Tony stays in Hong Kong. He's been through all this thing, ever since COVID first started, and Hong Kong has saw its fair share of a second wave, because of that's due to negligence, due to the government's fault, because they let people travel to and fro without any stringent check, because VIPs and stuff like that, and that was in their haste to open the economy. But they have controlled it so well that right now I think it's relatively safe in Hong Kong right now. Am I right, Tony? Correct me if I'm wrong. And with Singapore, the government always adopt a wait and see attitude. So it's been observing what is happening in Korea, what's happening in Hong Kong, especially in Hong Kong, and what's happening in Europe. So they are very wary about traveling and restrictions and stuff like that. So they're very spot on, very on the ball about this, and that's why we have a very low infection rate right now. In some days, we have zero community cases for weeks, and it's great. I see it improving. But as far as musicians are concerned, Oh, you're in Macau. Okay. Macau is about. I guess Macau is even safer than Hong Kong right now. Could be wrong. Oh man, so you can't go back. Mm. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with the government right now because we just went through election. The ruling party is still in power, and apparently, well, they're doing a good job. So, especially in this COVID situation for this couple of months, I think the Singapore government done an outstanding job. Oh, you're glad you have a guitar? Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a nightmare. Being in a place where you can play guitar. Pakesh Rajagopal. Hey John, saw your video review of the NUX Cerberus. It was really helpful. How does that compare to the Hot Tone Impero? I believe both are in the same price range. How should I put it? The Hot Tone Impero has amp simulation as well as speaker simulation. The Cerberus do not have amp simulation, but they do have speaker emulation. So that's the only difference. Of course, the other difference is in the quality of sound, and Impero being a touch screen and all that. It's you have more options to go for. Whereas the Cerberus is more like a all-in-one multi-effects Stormbox kind of like a tool, which I find it works really great with amplifier. Whereas on the Impero, you can actually go direct with it. You can hook up the Impero directly to a monitor board or to the main house and have a FR feeding back to you. If that's your cup of tea. But if you're an amp guy, you love playing an amp, then the Cerberus is the way to go. Yeah. So you have to make your own decision. Yeah. Alan, I've been lucky as I work in the water industry. As I live in North Wales, we are back in lockdown from tomorrow. Oh man. Yes. Yeah. I've been there a few times, and those are good times. Yeah. Next time, Tony, if you come here, let's have 飲茶啦，食個包啦，飲茶。Let's have dim sum. Cheese pepperoni. Singapore COVID situation has been improving greatly. My club has been fortunate enough to have live stream performance for our SKU, which is nice. Yes, and talking about SKUs, we have opportunities where our live streaming is the norm nowadays, even for our SKU performances and whatnot. So yeah, it's really kicked up, and there are a lot of guys, especially musicians, who are doing live streaming in Facebook and stuff like that, which is good. I think that's one way to do it. But you know what? Ultimately, the band would need an audience, and the audience love a band because nothing beats hearing a band play live. So I'm just hoping that it will just pass, and then we can get back to what we are good at and what we have joy for. Oh really, Tony? Macau is open for China people starting these few days. Well, as long as they take the necessary precaution, like 14 days quarantine and all that, unless they don't have quarantine, then that'll be a problem. Safety measures are light sometimes, but we just are tight, okay? But we're just grateful to have perform still. Yeah. It's the same with my live stream concert. We have to be really careful about social distancing and stuff like that. Especially when the artists are around, because we don't know where these guys come from, and even though the cases have gone down drastically, we cannot be too careful. William Conway. All right, William, you take care. Ciao. Yes, I hope everybody will be safe and we can go back to where we were. Yeah. Remember the song by Robert Streisand, The Way We Were? That's an old movie, The Way We Were, with Robert Redford, if I'm not mistaken. Good Lord. I wonder how many of you guys are in the same age range as me. Yeah, it doesn't feel the same without an audience, I've said it before that, musicians need audience. You know, we are only our best. We are only at our best in front of a live audience. You know, the rest is humbug. All right, guys. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm hungry. I need to cook something up. Maybe instant noodle or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll go for prata. You know what's prata? Prata is the Indian kind of a bread thing, like a naan. Have you guys tasted naan? I'm sure you guys in UK will probably have tasted some Indian food. So I might just go down and grab me two pratas and with curry. That'll be nice. Okay, so I'm gonna leave, but before I leave, there's who's this? Andre Bibowo. Where are you from, Mr. Bibowo? Oh, Alan, I know. You're my big brother. Yeah, come October 27th. That's my birthday. So, right. So, yeah, I'm gonna be 60. How good is bicycle guitar compared to Martin? They're good. They're good. Ask Jack Rabbit later on, and come back to this live stream, Andre, and check with Jack Rabbit. He's still around. He just ordered a Maestro, so he will tell you from a second opinion. You know, from where I am. Oh, you're from Indonesia. Good. They're great guitars. Yeah, they're a bit pricey, but you know, they're great guitars. Well made. Nombre uno. Your live stream is very interesting, just like a masterclass. When is next? You know, too much. Ooh, that's a very dangerous thing to say. You know, if I know too much, okay. Yeah, I try to have live stream almost every week, so you can always catch me somewhere in the middle of the week, like Tuesday or Wednesday. You know, latest is Thursday. You know, I'm trying to stay away from everybody else's live stream so that you know we don't kind of like overcross each other. So yeah, I try to hold it in the middle of the week. You know. Oh yes, Tom. Yeah. I hope you're doing okay. The family's doing okay, Tom. Yeah. Yeah. Orange Quest is always looking for a spot of a horror story. There you go, Jack. Yeah, Jack is here. So Andre, you can find out from him, and find out from him what his impression are. You know what? You will, Tony. Even when you hit 70, you will still have the inspiration to play guitar. You know, I don't think I'll ever stop playing guitar unless you know something happens. God forbid. Uh, you know, there's one prayer that I told God, one of my requests is when I first started cycling, and I enjoyed so much, and I said, Lord, I just want to keep on cycling until I cannot cycle anymore. That you know that I will be fit enough to cycle all the way to my 80s. You know, but God forbid I fall, because you know at 80 years old your bone is as brittle as it can be, so you don't want to be falling from your bike. But I would like to cycle as long as I can, because it's such a great sport to be in. And playing guitar is relatively safe, I guess. Unless you're going acrobatic with your wang bar, and you know, a lot of things can happen with a wang bar. Yes, Tom. Good. How's the family doing? All good? Are the kids back at school yet? I'm really hungry. Thank you, Jack. And Jack Collins, if you're there, you take care of yourself, okay? And just let me know if you need any prayer requests. You know, I'll be glad to pray for you, brother. Yeah, I don't feel I'm 60. I don't feel even I'm 59. You know, if I only feel it after after the 62 km bicycle ride. You know, I can feel my bum. Yeah, there's a 60-year-old bum. I can feel my joints as I walk. Yeah, that's a 60-year-old joint. You know, it's not as pain free as it was. You know, in the earlier days. Rising Moon, thank you, thank you. You take care. You take care of yourself. And Orion, sorry, no ghost story tonight. Maybe next week. You know, save the best for next time. I gotta go. I gotta go eat, and then I have to grab some couple hours of sleep before I start working on a session tomorrow. Right? So you guys take care of yourself. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream tonight. I enjoy myself tremendously. Sorry about the part where the guitar was muted. But it happens. I'm trying to find a way to avoid this from happening. Yes, 再见。好，你自己保重，OK？下一次见，Alright？Thank you, Alex. Thank you so much. I'm not really sick, and I don't have a fever, like I say. I just think that I may have caught a chill. And that's about it. So good night, guys. You take care. God bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord watch every step that you take, and may the Lord bless your family too. All right. You take care. Ciao.